Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at noon.
It looks like we have another winter storm approaching the region, which could bury the metro in as much as 18 inches of snow over the weekend. Thank you for joining us. I'm Callie Hubbard. Jordan Schwer has the day off. Let's take a live look outside right away on what might be the calm before the storm. For what we can expect this weekend, here's meteorologist Justin Fanfarelli.
And thank you, Callie, and good afternoon, everybody. Looking outside on our Valley News Live Storm Team Skycam Network shot in Fargo. This is the one at Luther Family Ford. We do have a little bit of fog out there. Some warm air is filtering in, and there is cool ground. So we've got sunny skies, but unfortunately, there is a good amount of patchy fog now rolling into the Fargo area. Here's a look on our tower cam right now, and you can see we are seeing under a mile visibility from our site here in on University Avenue and I-94 in South Fargo. Now, visibilities across the region, you're seeing some areas reporting less than a mile visibility. Our Barnesville station is reporting that, and between Oaks and Gwinner, some patchy fog. So that's the only travel difficulty going through the afternoon. As soon as we get rid of the fog, we will have sunny skies turning clear during the overnight period. Temperatures are actually starting off pretty cool. Current temperatures around the region into the upper teens as you make your way from Fargo to Devil's Lake, Thief River Falls into the Grand Forks area at 13 degrees right now. There's that southerly wind, and it is around 10 to 20 miles per hour, and mainly clear skies across the region if you don't account for the fog. So that's going to be the story as we go through this afternoon. A high of 23 degrees in Fargo, and then we'll really start to clear up going through this evening. It's ahead of our next system. We're going to have the full details on the winter storm that's going to hit us this week, and that's coming up a little later on in the newscast.
All right, thank you, Justin. Authorities in Minnesota are searching for a man accused of kidnapping his 6-month-old son and assaulting the boy's mother. According to the victim, 38-year-old Ben Tice assaulted her in a vehicle on Interstate 35 and again in a gas station bathroom. He took the baby. The boy was eventually found safely. Authorities say the suspect was driving a silver 2002 Chevy Monte Carlo with Minnesota plates reading 572TZT. He is believed to be armed with large knives. There's new information today on a Minnesota boy who was critically injured in a corn silo accident that killed his father and uncle. Family members are now preparing for the death of 12-year-old Alex Bozel of Millerville. His Caring Bridge page says the child's giving legacy will live on through organ donation. Alex's father and uncle, Kurt and Steve Bozel, died last weekend from inhalation of gas from high-moisture corn that was stored in the silo. Kurt and Alex first passed out from the fumes. Steve then attempted to come to the rescue. The Bozel brothers were both volunteer firefighters for the Millerville Fire Department. Police are reminding everyone to take your keys when you leave your car after an incident in Fargo last night. A woman left her vehicle running and unlocked while in a gas station for a quick purchase. When she came out, her car was gone. A patrol officer happened to be in the area and found the car within a few minutes. 36-year-old Michael Mead Jr. was arrested for possession of a stolen vehicle and DUI. Time for a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Police say 30-year-old Pavel Boyce is wanted for a probation violation and on a drug possession charge. Call your local law enforcement if you have any information on him. The victim from a tragic fatal accident in California has now been identified as a Minnesota man. 28-year-old Shuperdeep Duda of Adina was walking on a marked trail at Muir Woods National Monument with his sister and her boyfriend this week. That's when 5 trees collapsed like dominoes. Officials say Duda was pinned under one of the trees and was pronounced dead at the scene. Park officials say this tragic event is rare and may be the result of recent winter storms. With negotiations over and Senate impeachment trial at a standstill, President Trump is taking aim at the Democrats. He blames for holding up the process. He says the issue of impeachment is now making it more difficult to do his job. Hans Nichols reports.
With Congress on winter break, President Trump is hitting Speaker Pelosi on her home turf, saying that crazy Nancy should focus on her own district and help her incompetent governor with the big homeless problem. The flurry of tweets coming after the president acknowledged that impeachment is taking a toll on his presidency. It makes it much more difficult to deal with foreign leaders and others when I am having to constantly defend myself against the do-nothing Democrats. Trump's Twitter activity coming as a Republican ally in the Senate, John Kennedy of Louisiana, dismissed the potential defection of Senator Lisa Murkowski on impeachment as only one vote.
Well, the senator's entitled to her opinion, and Senator McConnell was entitled to his.
Insisting that most senators actually have no interest in taking up an impeachment trial.
It's all very odd. 9 out of 10 senators secretly don't want to hear this case, and the 10th is lying.
Kennedy responding to comments by Murkowski criticizing Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell for pledging total cooperation with the White House on impeachment.
When I heard that, I was disturbed.
Murkowski, never shy about challenging her party, responding to comments from the Senate Majority Leader last week.
I'm going to take my cues from the president's lawyers.
The single crack in Republican support, a potentially troubling sign for a president who has celebrated GOP unity on impeachment, as Congress is deadlocked on how to proceed.
We had 196 or so Republicans voting 100%. We didn't lose one Republican vote in the House.
20 Republicans have to join the Democrats in voting the president out of office, but it would take just 4 to change the rules, including calling witnesses. In our consumer alert this afternoon, UPS is bracing for the second half of the holiday rush. UPS expects to process a record 1.9 million returns by January 2nd. That's a 26% increase over last year. Nearly 3/4 of online shoppers say the return experience affects their likelihood from buying from the retailer again.